I have a problem. My desk is a mess. But before we get there, I need to backtrack. So like every good idea, it started with coffee. My wife hates my organizational skills and how I normally keep my desk. I like things out so I can see them and use them when exactly I need them. However, I'm keen on keeping her happy, so I do what I can to appease her. That's not to say that I'm unsanitary, because I keep things clean, just a little messy. I like to think it's because of my ADHD. Undiagnosed! I like things in an order, and if it's the most desirable path, and I've located a natural drop, the land method, I tend to just do that. So, today's video is about me fixing, or at least attempting to fix, my desk situation with a monitor riser, and eventually some drawers, bins, etc., so that my wife will be a bit more understanding of my desk layout. First things first, let's see what's out there. But after spending about 30 to 45 minutes searching, I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. So, I decided I'm just going to design it. So let's get to work. Just kidding. I'm trying not to get a copyright strike. For real though, I did throw on some music and I opened a new FreeCAD project file. If you don't know about FreeCAD, I'm not sponsored or anything, and honestly, I kind of hate it, but it is an extremely powerful, totally open source parametric CAD software for 3D modeling and various other engineering things. It's what I use, and I don't have to worry about any sort of licensing if I wanted to sell any of my designs from using this program. Fair warning, it has a steep learning curve, or at least for me it did. So, over the next couple of minutes, this fast-forwarded design montage will show you my workflow, to include some of the Googling I had to do, and a few other things. Really, this design is super simple, so it only took me about 45 minutes to an hour. It's basically just a cutout polygon that has the space necessary to friction fit in a 1x8 board from your local hardware store. That's 19.05mm by 184.15mm in the non-Freedom units. But wait, that doesn't equal 1 inch, nor does it equal 8 inches. Well, that's because hardware stores lie about the thickness of the wood they sell. Some of us can relate. I knew I wanted some sort of USB storage embedded into the legs, and because of that, I also added some SD card and micro SD card slots. I often fly FPV drones and camera drones, so I always need micro SD cards. So after I took some measurements, I designed these slots that'll accept USBs, SD cards, and micro SD cards. Now my various USB devices, along with any of my storage media that isn't currently in a drone or camera, will have a home. These slots were rather easy to make because they really don't need to be precise, they just need to loosely fit so they were easy to retrieve and replace. I added 3 USB slots, 3 SD card slots, and only 2 micro SD card slots, which is perfect for my needs, and if you don't like it, take a hint and design your own. Honestly, that's a big portion of why I'm making this video, because designing isn't really that hard if you just start. There are hundreds of hours of resources available, all for free, and FreeCAD is an entirely free software, so just try. Now I need wood. Wait, pause. I need the 1x8 from Lowe's, so now it's time to order. Once again, I'm trying not to get copyright strikes, even though it's a good song. Now that I got the board back home, it's time to bring it inside and start getting to work. It's going to be a fairly easy process with really only the one cut because of the simple design. Now, as I walk inside, if you like what you've seen so far and want me to make more, please drop a like, a comment, and maybe if you feel inclined, hit that subscribe button gently. It's nervous. Once back inside, I gotta break these girls out of jail, and if they'd stop eating my couch rather than the plethora of toys, then they wouldn't need to be jailed. Other than that though, they are good girls. I'm going to cut my riser to 3 feet long. It will be more than enough for my monitor and my desktop speakers that I also designed and built. As a quick tip, if you want more precise measurements, always place your pencil on the mark and bring the straight edge to the pencil. Now I threw on my safety squints and cut this real fast using my square as a straight edge. Then, just give it a quick once over with some sandpaper. I should have started this print earlier, but I didn't. As a quick note, the files will be down in the description, ready for you to download if you want to do this yourself. So now it's time for a quick break. I've been playing RuneScape for the majority of my life, but lately I've been really enjoying RuneScape Dragon Wilds, though I'm still very much in the early game, as you can see from the little bit of gameplay. The print took about 2.5 hours and it came out great. Here's a quick look at how it turned out. The storage spots turned out better than expected because I relied on bridging from my 3D printer. This Anycubic Cobra S1 has been nothing but reliable, with almost 1,000 hours of print time. Now a keen eye can see that I only printed one, but no matter, I could spawn a second. Assembly is extremely simple and took me 2 minutes. The legs just friction fit onto the board, so they are more than stable enough to hold up my monitor and a few trinkets. If you have a heavy setup, maybe print 3 of them, so you can have a center beam for more support. You can also obviously put a finish on the wood if you feel like you need some more protection and maybe a different color scheme. I don't mind the pine look, so I'm rocking it. This is the fully assembled piece. Now, as I transition to cleaning and getting things ready on my desk, I wanted to take a moment to talk about life a little bit. I see so much on social media of the perfect lives and the perfect homes. I think it's important to showcase some reality and not just the perfection. We often get caught up in what we see online and forget how beautiful and how privileged we are. A lived-in house is far more rewarding than an empty, sterile one. Your pets, kids, and spouses all leave their signs, and one day, their signs will be gone. Just be present and live today. Stop worrying about what others are doing or how perfect they are, and just be. As Marcus Aurelius states, in a little while, you will have forgotten everything. In a little while, everything will have forgotten you.